when you flip it, it has a different emotion.
It's Yuntaku time with Akko and Tamo.
What does Yuntaku mean? It's an Okinawan word from the islands of Okinawa, which means chit-chat. We want to invite you to our kitchen table and include you in our chit-chat to explore new ways of thinking, to welcome different perspectives,
And we want to share ideas on how to love yourself, love your partner, and shower your children with love.
This is episode 43.
And the topic of the day is a fun way to teach emotions. And before we get started, please take a quick moment to subscribe to our show. Now let's get back to our recent happenings.
Yeah, for our recent happenings, our son just turned 1.
Yeah, and he's already starting to do chores.
Yeah, he's learning the chores. We didn't actually even ask him to do it. He
just did it.
Yeah, did it himself, which is after he takes his bath, he takes his clothes and puts it in the hamper. It's really cute.
Yeah, it's really awesome. And then even clean up, we asked him to put it in the box and he just puts it in the box. Yeah, it's just amazing how fast they grow. I mean, you kind of just forget with the first one. You start to think, okay, did she do that at this age? And it's just really interesting because you just forget so quickly.
Yeah. And also, since he does have an older sister, she helps him make those changes a lot quicker. He learns by,
watching her.
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely. Even walking, just everything actually.
Yeah. We joke around with him and tell him, okay, you can take your time. You don't have to grow this fast.
Exactly.
But yeah, it's been great.
Yeah, it's been fun watching him. So yeah, let's get back to our topic of the day.
So the topic of the day is a fun way to teach emotions. So now we talked about teaching emotions in a previous episode too, and we'll continue to do so because emotions are a really big part in human life. Our children are at a time where emotions are running very strong, and it's a great time to learn. The earlier we can start teaching and giving attention to the better, and hopefully the more understanding they have. And to also feel that emotions are okay. Feeling emotions are okay.
Oh yeah, bad emotions are okay to feel. Good emotions are great to feel. Just know that emotions are okay.
Exactly.
And that we have these emotions, and one, we need to know how to recognize them.
Yeah.
And two, we need to know how to deal with them.
Yeah. And Akko has been doing a great job. What we've been doing is we've been teaching how to deal with emotions, that feeling emotions are okay. And then also now we're going into like how their emotions or outbursts can affect other people.
Yes. So empathy.
Exactly. Because our daughter, she's 2.5 and our son just turned 1. And so when our daughter has an emotional outburst, our son, he gets scared.
Yeah. He gets scared with his whole body. He shakes and he just runs to one of us for a hug.
And it's very understandable. When our daughter is screaming, it's pretty intense. So
yeah. So she's crying, not just screaming, having fun screaming, but she's screaming because she's crying.
It's an outburst, right?
Yeah. She goes full blown.
Yeah. So it's 0 to 100 in less than a second.
Yeah.
And definitely it affects our son. And he really doesn't like it. Little by little, we are showing that, hey, your brother, look, he's gotten scared. And we're starting to ask, why do you think he feels this way? And but that's where we are in our teaching of emotions to our daughter.
Yeah, exactly. And obviously, we can't ask these questions while she's in that crying stage because the whole reptilium, the amygdala is activated and she's just fight or flight at this moment. So there's nothing that you can say that's going to do anything.
Yeah, thank you for bringing that up. This is definitely after the fact type of conversation. And like we mentioned, we want to connect and just have her calm down and get her in a good state again so that we can discuss this. But it can actually be hours later in some circumstances.
Yeah, it can be anytime. You have to just make sure that she's in a good state.
Yeah. Definitely. We don't try to bring these questions up or talk about this when she's still in an agitated state, and because that doesn't really help. It just makes things worse and she'll shut down and her energy will go into that reptilian brain. So we want to make sure that, she's at her best when we discuss these things.
Exactly.
And when we do, the outcome is much better too.
Oh yeah, she's a lot more receptive.
Yes, she is. And she takes her time to think about it too. So with that said, we want to share a fun way to teach emotions and how we've been doing so.
Yeah.
So what we've been doing is actually we've been using stuffed animals to explain emotions. Yes, stuffed animals, They usually just have a smile or whatnot. But we found a really fun stuffed animal. So the uniqueness of this stuffed animal is when you flip it, it has a different emotion. So on one side, it can be a smiley face, and then the other side could be angry, scared, hurt, or whatever it is. And so we picked up a few, and we've been starting to use this to explain emotions. Bringing the stuffed animal up, asking our daughter, hey, what emotion is this? And she'll say, this is happy, or this is sad. Right, exactly.
Sad, angry, scared.
Yeah. And then once she describes the emotion that the stuffed animal is expressing, what we do is explain, if it's angry, what do we do? Take a deep breath, and then we take deep breaths with her. And same for many of the other emotions too, because deep breathing really helps calm the nervous system down. So it's really fantastic for emotion, whether it be scared or angry or sad, just really getting back into the body and calming it down by deep breaths. So that's what we've been doing. It's been really fun.
Yeah, it's been really fun. You can go another step and you can start creating like a conversation, like a dialogue.
Right, between the
stuffed animals.
Yes.
Yeah, it really helps. And she can understand what's going on, why it happened.
Yeah.
And ask her all these questions along the way.
Again, just getting her to really think about how one person can affect the other. So for example, when this stuffed animal is feeling happy and then they're talking to each other, one gets angry or sad, we can ask our daughter, hey, why did that happen?
Exactly.
And also what we want to say is these are all taught at the level of development of our children. So it's not like we're talking about really complex things, but in case of our daughter, she's only 2.5. So we're really making sure that the conversations that the stuffed animal is having or the type of emotion is in line with her development, and maybe just giving her a little extra so that she can grow into understanding the next emotion.
Exactly.
So yeah, that's how we have been using the stuffed animals.
Yeah. So if you're interested in the stuffed animals that we use, please check out our website for the links to the products.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's really fun. And I think I actually bought it because as an adult, I thought, oh, wow, this is really cool. This is really cute. And I had a feeling that, this could really be used as a great tool to explain emotions to our daughter.
Yeah, it's a very fun way.
Yeah. And soon to be with our son. He's a little too young for that right now. But yeah, it's been really good. So we bring it out once in a while and talk about emotion. It's not like a 30-minute lesson or anything like that. It's just really just a couple minutes here and there with our daughter.
Exactly. Yeah, a few minutes here and there. And it's just, and she likes playing with it too, just in general. She likes to flip it. So that's motor skills too, that you're trying to have her develop. So it's pretty cool.
Physical hand-eye coordination and all that too. Yeah, so the plush stuffed animals that we use is called tea turtles. And the reason we really like these opposed to just regular stuffed animals, the regular stuffed animals, they have set emotions, or they might not even have an emotion. It's just a face of the doll, whatever it is. Sometimes it's smiling or whatnot. But in the case of the tea turtles, what you can do is flip it inside out, and the other side has a different emotion, a different face than the first side. So that's why we use it. It's really much easier way to explain emotions.
Yeah, it's dual purpose, and it shows that, this person could be mad or happy, as opposed to just a regular stuffed animal. It's just, again, one emotion.
And another benefit is that it shows our child that, yes, you can change your emotions.
Yes.
Right? If they're happy and then they turn angry, then you can say, okay, when you're angry, what do you do? And then you can say, okay, let's take deep breaths and calm down. And now how do they feel? And then you can flip it and say, they're happy again.
Yeah.
And it's a really great way. It adds a little bit more extra than compared to a regular stuffed toy.
Yeah, exactly. It shows that, emotions are coming all within. So, stuff like that. And I do want to let you guys know that the brand is called Tea Turtles. So it's not like the stuffed animals are turtles. It's just a brand, Tea Turtles. And they have multiple different animals. Yeah, super cute.
All sorts.
Yeah. So I think you can find a stuffed animal that you like. It's like really cute. So
so we'll have a direct link to this on our website. So check it out.
All right. So question of the day. What emotions do your child have difficulties with most?
We'd love to hear from you. Please come say hi by commenting on our website by going to akkoandtamo.com and clicking on the podcast tab. All right, till next time.
Bye.